Hello H3. Hello everybody. How you doing? You might notice this is gonna say Basite in a second because I have yet to put SteamOS on it, and we're going to do it. However, before we do that, we're gonna play, I think, 2 more games just to see how the performance compares. SteamOS, more like stemming on a Wulff den stream. Okay. Is that the Windows version? It is. I still do not have my SteamOS version. It is still does not say shipped or anything. I'm gonna look at my Best Buy order right now. So I'm streaming on YouTube as well, and on YouTube, in the description of the video, it says the version that this is. So I'm gonna need people in the chat on Twitch and on YouTube because I'm gonna get a lot of questions. Did I just wake up from a nap? Yes. Did I oversleep? Absolutely. So if anybody asks, yes. But that's not what I meant. Where's the description? Here is the 2 versions. It's in the description of the YouTube video. I will put it in the chats right now, though. And if people ask, you can copy and paste this. So this is the Windows Z2 Go version. That's 32 gigabytes.
I just got here. I just want.
I forgot I like to mute my alerts. I'm sorry. King Wizard, thanks for the 32 months. Just got here. I just want to let you know I'm using my Prime sub today. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on here? Zim's barking. It's freaking me out. This is the Z2 Go version. It's Windows. It is 32 gigabytes. Okay, so this is the Windows 32 gigabytes Z2 Go version. This one has a 404 error. Oh, because I fucked up the link. Let me do this again. I gotta put a space. Okay. I'm doing the links again. Copy this and paste it whenever somebody asks. All right, I'm gonna show it on screen, hopefully. There's so many SKUs, it is very confusing. It is also very annoying. This right here is the Ryzen Z2 Go version. The Ryzen Z2 Go is not the same as the Z1 Extreme. It is not the same as the Z2 Extreme. It is worse than both. The name is confusing. It makes it sound like it's better. It's not better. It's worse. It's Windows, and it's got 32 gigabytes. It's also got 1 terabyte of storage. I have a video on this already. And in that video, I put Basite on here. Basite is like SteamOS. It's the closest you can get to SteamOS without being SteamOS. There is basically no difference between SteamOS and... What the fuck is happening? Did you get locked out? Okay. Hold on. I'm back. Cool new thing that happens here. The doorknob locks itself. Can I explain this now? This is the one I had. It's the one that I have right here. I made a video on already. Z2 Go, shitty processor. Windows, 32 gigabytes. I already put Basite on it. It's as close as we can get to SteamOS. Now there's an official version of SteamOS. So we gotta put SteamOS on it. Now, there is a version of this. The cheapest one you can get is $600. Not that cheap. The $600 version has a Z2 Go. That's the same that's in here, if you could believe it. It is gray, but it only has 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it has SteamOS. That's quite different than what we have here. We got the same processor. We're gonna put SteamOS on here, but this thing has 32 gigabytes of RAM. So I messaged the Fox, and he gave me a nice little terminal command to force this thing to run at 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's not exactly what it'll be like if it had for real 16 gigabytes of RAM, but it's pretty goddamn close. So instead of 32 gigabytes, it's acting as if it has 16 gigabytes. So for all intents and purposes, this is gonna be like the cheap one. Hopefully, within the next few days, I will have the actual SteamOS expensive, nice version. Okay? And that's the one I'm gonna be making a video on. But since I have this one here, might as well do a little apples to apples. Can it run Vindictus? I don't even know what that is. Is the Go S the only one compatible with SteamOS? The Joy-Con Go SteamOS compatible? Okay, so the only official... Actually, no. The Lenovo Legion Go and the Asus ROG Ally are both compatible with SteamOS, mostly. I think the ROG Ally loses some TDP for some reason. Like it's TDP capped for some reason. The Lenovo Legion Go S is the only one that is literally SteamOS. Like the SteamOS that's on the Steam Deck is the exact same SteamOS that's on here. Let's take a look. SteamOS recovery image. So look, if you just want to download SteamOS on your Steam Deck or Lenovo Legion Go, you can follow these steps. If you're doing it on a different device, you got to do some of this bullshit. It's the same SteamOS. This says GoS though. So it works. It officially supports the Legion Go, the Legion Go S, the Ally. It doesn't say Ally X, but I'd imagine it works in the Ally X. But I'm pretty sure on the Ally, it's TDP locked for some reason. It's TDP capped, which means it's less powerful, which is kind of stupid. It needs an update for TDP. An update that's available or that's not available? I also hear a little birdie told me that there is a terminal command you have to do to get this thing to work properly after you even update it. So we'll see. So I'll explain this one more time to try to be a little more concise about it. Let me go to my link again so I can show you the other one. Okay, currently what we have here in my possession is the old one that I made a video on already. The Z2 Go Windows 32 gigabytes. Z2 Go, bad processor, don't like it. Windows would rather have SteamOS. 32 gigabytes, that's a lot of gigabytes. The one I have coming to me is this one. This one's a Ryzen Z1 Extreme. Love that processor. Very cool. SteamOS. Would love to try SteamOS. 32 gigabytes. No. Yes. Love 32 gigabytes. That all sounds great. A lot of money, though. But it would be pretty cool to try. So there is another version of this. Let's just confuse you even more. This one is the cheapest one you can get. This one I do not have. Z2 Go, which is what's in here. SteamOS, not in here, but we will put it in here very soon. 16 gigabytes. We have now forced this to be 16 gigabytes. So we are going to pretend like what I have here right now is the cheap version. We are running Basite on here because we will then put SteamOS on it and we will do an apples to apples comparison. Okay? Now, I forced this to act like it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. The issue, when you go from 32 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes, it still thinks it has 8 gigabytes of VRAM available to it. So it's a little different than it would be if we had the actual 16 gigabytes. But fucking we'll have to deal with it. Is there that much of a difference between Basite and SteamOS? I'm so glad you asked. That's why we're here. And that's what we will find out through the... Come with me. Come on into this little journey of mine while we make a video about if it's any different at all. How long will this take? All night. So I'm anticipating this SteamOS installation to take 2 seconds. I will say, from what I'm hearing about SteamOS, my anticipation, from what I'm hearing about SteamOS, is that it's a little buggy. There might be an update that fixes things, but we'll see. We'll have to see. It was buggy before the update. Is the update real? Or is the update like I have to do some terminal bullshit? There was no TDP control until since the last one. What was the last update? When was it? When was the last update? Can you overclock the 16 gigabytes of RAM, overclock to 32? King Wizard, are you asking me to take the I have 32 gigabytes of RAM in here, and I limited it to 16 for the purposes of this test. Are you telling me to now overclock that 16 portion to be 32? Are you some kind of asshole? Wow, this looks very comfortable to hold. It is probably the most comfortable PC handheld. May 22nd was the update. That is so good to hear, because before that was when I heard about the bugs. Can you install on a modded Switch? That would be so cuckoo crazy. I need to tweet that I'm live. Scott the Sloth, thanks for the 9 months. Pike Plays, thanks for the 9 months. Hello, Bob, how's it going? I'm good, how are you? King Wizard, thanks for the 32 months. I just got here. I just want to let you know I'm using my Prime stuff today. I read that already, but thank you again. So, my friend Jerry purchased the Windows version, and that shipped to him yesterday. I'm wondering if they sneakily delayed the SteamOS versions to get the update in. Very curious. Ah, fuck. I want to tweet from the computer because I photoshopped the picture that I want to use, because there's a lot of dandruff and hair on my desk that I didn't wipe off before I took the picture. There she is. I'm curious to know if they saved money on the car insurance by switching to Geico. What are you talking about me? Are you pretending like are you saying that I'm the caveman from the Geico commercial? Is that the goof you're doing? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Tweet. Rude, but not inaccurate. Thanks. Thanks, man. Where are we? Yancey AD, thanks for the Prime. Appreciate yous. Just build your own Steam machine. Yeah, just build your own Steam machine. Cobble together some rocks until you make a PCB. Mine the minerals and the xanthonium that you need to make the transistors and resistors and the little doodads that you need. It's not that hard. Why stop at going to Micro Center and building a PC when you can build the parts also? Hey Bob, I wrote an album listening to you and another streamer's Twitch stream. Where are we in it? Are we in it? Can you hear us in the background of the album? Who's the other streamer? I have a lot of questions. Just wanted to let you know, putting you in the background really helped me go through some rough stuff, and I won't promote myself, but I mean you did. But finally on Spotify and Apple Music, and if it makes you feel anybody, you look bad, mother trucking. You look like a bad mother trucking, not like a caveman. Oh well, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Congratulations. Congratulations. Who's the other streamer? Is it Amaranth? It's okay if it is. Why not become a god and make the rocks yourself too? Hell, make your own planet while you're at it. That's what I'm saying, man. It's Morgue Pie. All right. Angel Biz, thanks for the 15 months. All right, let's get to this because I don't want to do this all night. Oh yeah, baby. Steam launches SteamOS right when I buy the Steam Deck. I wish that they would do like a legitimate Windows, like legitimate Windows drivers for the Steam Deck. And like a reasonable way to dual boot. Look at the camera. I'm almost finished. You almost finished what? Are you drawing me? Is that enough? You can screenshot it. Lazaga, thanks for the 6 months. All right. I've had enough of talking to you people because you're all fucking insane. I did Cyberpunk already. We're not doing Cyberpunk. I did a whole benchmark. Shit, I keep fucking accidentally typing. Here. We got 37 frames per second. I guess now we will do... Well, I'm not doing this yet, but... Steam OS. And this will be copied. Bing. Bing. What's the next game we're trying? Marvel Rivals. Let's try a little Marvel Rivals, baby. Yeah, we'll probably stick with this resolution. I don't know what the frame gen situation will be. Well, no frame gen, right? Just super resolution and whatnot. Is FSR frame gen? Why would I do frame gen? FSR is not frame gen. Quick match? No, I think all of these tests are just in the training mode. It's scaling? Okay, I'm pretty sure, no frame gen will be used for these tests, but resolution scaling will be used if it looks good enough. It's very scientific tests that we do here at youtube.com/wolfden and twitch.tv/pewdiepie. Here we go. This will probably take a bit to get into. Again, this is Basite. I'm only gonna play like 3 games. I don't have that many. I'm not gonna do Fortnite. I'm just gonna do Resident Evil in this. And I did Cyberpunk already. I hope you tried the finals. Why would I try the finals? That's such a random one. I think you could put actual SteamOS on the Ally X now. It's not listed, but I feel like, why not? Now I'm really banking a lot on me being able to limit the RAM on SteamOS as well. So here's hoping. Because I'm not running this test again with full RAM. You appear in Steam Deck as using a... You appear in Steam as using a Steam Deck or something. I don't know. Steam... Well, okay, so this is, again, Basite, but I think with SteamOS, it straight up says... Curious why you're testing limited RAM. The SteamOS version has 32 gigabyte variants as well, right? Yes, I am getting one of those. So... This is the Z2 Go version, so I'm pretending like this is the cheap model. Otherwise, why would you buy the 32 gigabyte Z2 Go version, you know? I only bought this because it came out months ago. So for the purposes of this, I'm pretending like this is the cheap version. It's not 100% accurate because the VRAM still thinks it's 8 gigabytes, but, you know, we're doing what we can. Also, when I was testing Cyberpunk, the VRAM never went above, like, 4. So, I think we're okay. Anyway, hello, Basite. How you doing? Basite's in the chat. Basite, I am testing Basite currently. And then I'm going to put SteamOS on here and I'm going to see what happens. Rivals runs awesome. In game mode, in desktop, you can't change the resolution? What? Oh, why would you play it in desktop mode? Basite from video games? Yes, sir. Fun little fun thing that happened to me. Marvel Rivals has crashed on me every game for the last 5 games on my PC. I haven't tried it. I rolled back the graphics drivers because I'm pretty sure it's the new NVIDIA graphics drivers. I ran them back and I haven't tested it again. But that was really frustrating. Luckily, I wasn't playing ranked matches. And it's not even like it stutters or freezes or anything. It just crashes. So is Steam basically endorsing their competitors' products? I mean, they're directly working with Lenovo, so that is not what's happening. No aim assist on Rivals for Steam Deck. Tested it compared to my other account. Was fun to test. I don't know how aim assist works on controller on Marvel Rivals. But I will say, most characters that you play as in Marvel Rivals, their reticle, like I guess the cross, how do I say this? The area of effect that your shot does damage in is massive. It's not like Valorant where you have to you gotta hit within a pin. In Marvel Rivals, it's like a fucking cannonball in most characters. So I think you'll be fine. Doctor Strange, it's absolutely massive. Loki, it's absolutely Loki does shots from across the map, and you can miss like 3 heads away from the guy and still get him. Also, if you're playing on a handheld, I'd highly recommend trying out motion controls. I actually think I have them on here already. This thing is loud still. Yep, here's the motion control. See, it's scrolling through all that. It's a little difficult for me because I'm like looking straight down at this. You know what I could do? I could lower my desk. Oh, that sounds like something bad would happen. Uh-huh. I don't want to view the bundle. Get away from me. Alright, we're just gonna go into practice. We're not gonna do anything crazy. I already tested this game in my video, but now we're limiting it to 16 gigabytes, so I guess we gotta do it again. We do Doctor Strange, because we like to open a portal. Come on. Let's see what we're working with here. Settings. We got FSR. We got Super Resolution Performance. Did it crash? It must not like the resolution. I'm not the resolution. The limited RAM. Oopsies. Did it get too hot? No? Is it very cool? That is straight frozen. Is this most likely the device, game, or OS? I would say it's most likely bugging out because of the way that I'm limiting the RAM. We'll try again. I did play Cyberpunk just fine. Hope you don't brick it. Who cares, really? I mean, obviously, we don't want to create waste, but we're just making a video. If it bricks, wouldn't that be a cool moment in the video? I'm guessing it's a Basite issue because it runs fine on Steam Deck. It ran fine on Basite also. Rivals is in the middle of updating. Okay. So maybe we should finish that first. Also, this game doesn't run that good on Steam Deck. It's running at 7. This game looks absolutely horrendous at 720p. $16 GB is enough for the game, LOL. Also can do lower shader option. I know it is. But the way I am limiting the RAM is like a big old funnel, you know? It's not exactly 16 gigabytes. It's like just shut the fuck up. Bob, would you say this is better than Steam Deck, or do you prefer a Steam Deck? I have no idea yet. I have not tried SteamOS yet. I love the idea of this. I like this device as a whole more than the Steam Deck, but given the price, it's hard to compete with the Steam Deck because it's hard to recommend this over the Steam Deck because this is so much more expensive. A $600 version, though? Maybe. But we'll have to see. The initial things that I saw was that SteamOS was a little buggy. Apparently, they smooth things out. We'll have to see. And it'd be really sad to tell people to get a more expensive console just for it to be buggy, because that's not why people are buying a Steam Deck over a PC handle. People are buying a Steam Deck because they want an easy experience. And this would be an easy experience if out of the box everything worked good. Why do none of these devices have trackpads? I'm going to say, this is a very controversial opinion, but this little nubbin is better than a Steam Deck trackpad. People like the Steam Deck trackpad because they like to map it to weird shit, and that's cool. And it works pretty good for that stuff. And you can't really do that with this. This is just a mouse. But as a mouse, I'd rather have this. This is a better mouse than the Steam Deck trackpad. The Steam Deck trackpad as a mouse sucks ass. In desktop mode, sucks ass. What I hate about this is that it vibrates like crazy. That's really annoying. But otherwise, it's better. It's better. Here we go again. Let's... Okay, we don't need to do all this. So quiet. I have to hold it real still. Yeah, everything's low. We want everything low. We're gonna do 1920 by 1200. AMD FSR, yep. Pretty sure we're doing performance. Ultra pro, no, that's the wrong thing. Just regular performance. Oh, on the Claw I did balanced. I'm gonna do performance. Okay, everything's fine. Let's see if we can do it. I don't have a lot of faith. So one thing about the gyro controls is fucking picking a character.
When science failed me.
Okay, we're looking pretty rough here.
Enemy in front of us.
Hovering around 60.
Double kill.
I think I'm gonna say 60. Oh wait, I gotta expel my aura. There we go.
The maelstrom has taken.
So for Marvel Rivals, it's like the only game where I give a high and a low FPS. I might say like 58 for the high. Yeah. Look at how far it's dipping down when I like turn around. I'm gonna say get me down. I wanna go down. I'm gonna say like 58. And then when I open a portal, that's the real test.
I'm opening a portal.
Let's see.
Pentagram of Aurora.
So we got 58 and we got 45. 30. 30, 36. I'll say 58 and like 42. That's what I'll say. 58, 42.
Purge the darkness.
Alright. That's the test. FSR. Performance. 58. 42. Hey! That's pretty close to the ROG Ally X. And that has more RAM, so that's weird. Now, a game like this, I would totally put frame gen on. And maybe do some other bullshit, like lower the resolution like a little. Just for the hell of it, while we're here, I might as well go into a Doom match, right, or something, just for funsies. How is this not an actual game? What are you talking about? Oh, the reason why I don't like Doom Match, I'm realizing now, there are so many portals, and they fuck everything up. Let's just do the thing, fuck it.
Well, it ain't easy being this strong or this handsome.
Where's everybody? Where'd he go? What's the teleport button? Fuck you, buddy. I'm dead. Well, that was fun. I mean, you could play like this if you really wanted to. I would definitely turn on frame gen to smooth some things out a little bit. Get me out of here. How do I leave? I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it the real way. I keep forgetting what the start button is. Confirm. All right, we did that. Wait. Oh no, what was the highest average? Did I type it in wrong? Oh, it's 48. Oh, I know what happened. Every time I hit this little macro pad, it's erasing what I wrote in Excel. I gotta click off of Excel. This game looks like it would be a lot easier with the keyboard and mouse. I gotta be real, it's probably because of the way that I'm playing it. I almost exclusively play with the keyboard and mouse. So if it looks awkward to play, it's my fault. You know, I've played this way, LOL. She gets the PC and frame gen doesn't add much lag. Yeah, I understand people's concern with frame gen, especially at low frame rates, but it helps smooth things out sometimes. If you're around the 60s in frames, put frame gen on. I love this game on controller. It is fine on controller. It's just I just like it on keyboard and mouse. I'm not like knocking it on controller. It's just I'm just way more used to keyboard and mouse. Okay. So we have Cyberpunk, we have Marvel Rivals. Unfortunately, I haven't like written down my Cyberpunk ratings for other devices. I have it on I did it on Steam Deck in a couple of videos and on the Ally X, but I didn't write them down for some reason. The only other game I'm gonna do is Resident Evil 4. And then I will start the installation. I'm so sorry I haven't done that yet. I don't like frame gen on competitive games, especially shooters. I promise you, you won't notice. If you have a high enough frame rate, you probably don't need it. If you have a high enough frame rate, you probably don't need it. But unless you're fucking Shroud, you're not. It's not gonna affect you in any way. Frame gen is only good if you need to smooth out the frames. If there's too much like jumping around and you want it to be a little smoother, frame gen would be good. If it dips from too high to too low, like Marvel Rivals does, like what Doctor Strange opens a portal, going from 60 frames to 50 frames is a little jarring. Putting it on frame gen smooths that out a little bit. I think it's reasonable, even in competitive Marvel Rivals, because again, you're probably not Shroud. So I don't think you're gonna like see 1 out of 60 frames and be like, oh, there's a guy there. Wait, no, he's not. That's not gonna happen to you. But chances are you're probably playing a competitive game like that on a computer with a high enough frame rate, and it's not even gonna fucking matter. So you probably don't even need frame gen realistically. I hate this game. I hate this game. It does that thing where it says start game, so you think you have to press start, but it's really you have to press the A button. I hate this game. It depends on the game more than you think. FSR3 frame gen on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 actually makes your input delay better for quick scoping, and I have no idea why. Oh. Again, I don't think the input delay is like a thing that affects anybody who's watching this. All right, Resident Evil. Oh, let's see the settings real quick. Yep, 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 yep. Fidelity FX Super Resolution. Yep. Oh, we're on Super Resolution 2? Should I be worried? Whatever. Everything's on high? Is there like a Steam Deck setting? You know what? I'm just gonna leave everything as is. Yeah, look, VRAM's at 4. VRAM's at 4 gigabits. Gigabytes? And it's not going above that, so that's good. We're at 48. I'm on fire. Looks really zoomed in for some reason. I'm still gonna say 48. I might say 47 because it's not going above 48 for some reason. Uh-oh. Get his ass. Get his ass, get his ass, get his ass. Oh, I missed. Oh, I'm going up the ladder. I've never been up here. I checked and I have almost 12 hours in this game. This part is not 12 hours into the game. I just spend all of my time here. I'm gonna load back and do it again. I think at 47 is what I'll say so far. Dipping down with all that fire. Come close, I gotta blow up the thing. $43. 48. Ah, shit. Went up to 50. I'm gonna say 47. Where are we? Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. 47. Okay. It's pretty reasonable. It's actually, this doesn't make any sense. More than it was at 32 gigabytes? It must be the FSR2. You know what? We're gonna try it again at FSR1, maybe? Is there a way? Off, on. Performance, right? Yeah. Okay. Load back. Yes. All right, FSR 1. Maybe that's the difference here. This is getting better. This is better frame rate. It should be lower. What the hell? Okay. I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy to try to figure this out. It's at lower RAM with limited RAM, it's performing better than it did with full RAM. So I'm not even gonna try to explain that away. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. The next thing to do is the next thing to do is to put SteamOS on here. Hey, Wulff Den, were the links for the Indie Cross episode able to work on your end? The who? The what now? I first heard 2 will give you worse performance but better picture. Okay. I like your shirt, thank you. I'm wearing an undershirt under it, but it's a V-neck, so it looks like it's part of it. I was a little self-conscious about it. PC handhelds have made me addicted to gyro aiming, something I used to always turn off. Go figure. I almost made a whole video on that because I really had nothing to talk about last week. Can't believe Twitch didn't count my watch from last time, ended my 200 watch streak even though I popped in for it. I'm sorry. That's stupid. Twitch sucks. Oh man, apparently SteamOS gives better battery life on the ROG Ally. Hold on, we gotta clear this out. SteamOS gives better battery life on the ROG Ally because I think it caps your TDP at 15 watts, which is like half of the power. So you will get better battery life, but you could also just cap your TDP already. You could just do that. You don't have to have SteamOS do it for you. Linux, whether it be Basite or SteamOS, will probably give you better battery life than Windows, but like marginally. SteamOS on the Ally right now gives you way better battery life because I'm pretty sure it's capping your TDP at like half the TDP. ROG Ally X still king of handhelds. Yeah, I really do like the Ally X. There's a lot of hype for me personally around the Z1 Extreme version of this handheld. Personally, I'm pretty excited. However, once again, this thing is so goddamn loud. I don't know if this is being noise gated out. But it's insane. It's absolutely insane how loud this thing is. So I love everything about this. That fan is like very close to being a deal breaker. Okay, I have no idea how to put SteamOS on here. I'm gonna try to just put it on this. And I need an adapter for that. I could use this. That fan is running on max always. There's an Xbox app now for Windows. There's been for a while. Never seen what's in there. I think it's a streaming service that costs money, I think. Google it. Google it. It's been out for like a long time. You can very easily find the answers to your questions. This thumbstick I'm using, it was a PR PAX situation. Steam page has install instructions. Yes, I'm aware. I have it up right here. Thank you so much. Hey Bob, have you heard about the MSI Claw 8 AMD variant with VRR? Yes, we talked about it on the podcast. I think it looks pretty cool. Is it Z2 Extreme? It is Z2 Extreme. Pretty cool. I'm into it. Bro, I plead, get the Flip 2. You're the only one out of my favorite YouTubers who haven't bought one. And the reason I haven't bought one is because I really absolutely hated the Retroid Pocket Flip 1. And the Flip 2 looks also bad. The internals are the same as the Pocket 5, I think. And the internals are great. The flip mechanism, I have zero faith that it's going to be any good. I know I'm just going to shit all over it, and I'd rather just not buy it. So, here's your review of the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. I think it looks horrible, and I don't want it. I would recommend the Pocket 5 over the Flip 2. Put a little case on it that has a little cover, and then you can pretend like you have a clamshell. If you don't see me review something, chances are I'm either working on the review, or if it's too late, I think it looks stupid and I don't want to do it. Those are the answers. I need a PS2 from my next retro handheld clamshell. The Retroid Pocket Flip 2 could do that. There's also the DNA Duo screen in the works. All right, I don't know what that is. We got to Google that right now. This is why I like to live stream, because you people tell me about things that I don't know about. Oh my god. Oh my god. How the fuck is that gonna work? On an Android phone? On an Android handheld? How the flippin' hell is that gonna work? This is very funny. Is Layer Shift in the chat? I feel like I saw him earlier. He is. Layer Shift. Layer Shift made me an enclosure for a screen for the Steam Deck like 2 years ago. And I just never got around to it. So that's pretty funny. That does look pretty sick, though. That's so much money. That's so much money. The screen's got to be like a $100 screen inside of a 3D printed enclosure. Does he have the files available? Probably not. You see a store like this. Adapters for every device. OLED? Okay, now I'm listening again. Oh my god, so much money. It's just one guy making it? Okay. Does it work as a standalone monitor too? I mean, yeah, it's probably just a USB-C monitor. What price would you think is fair? I don't know how much all of the parts together are costing. 150 bucks if you're gonna retail one of these. 163 is not too bad. Oh, is that what the conversion is? Oh, I take it back. That's really not too bad. That's not like crazy. Okay. It's like, all right. I take it back. 224. But then you need to get the other part. That's a lot for the other part, is it not? Oh, are they not all OLED? They are not. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. I'm out of here. Get me out. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm putting SteamOS on this bitch. I haven't used SteamOS. How does its version of Big Picture handle multiple monitors? It does not handle multiple monitors at all. You get one in Big Picture mode, I'm pretty sure. How does a desktop handle Big Picture mode? It only does one monitor. Like a PC only does one monitor in Big Picture mode. In desktop mode, it can handle multiple monitors. KHLD, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're a subscriber here, if you give me money in any way, we have a supporter-only Discord channel that I haven't looked at in a couple days. So is VRR a must for PC handhelds? I think it is pretty important. These days, I would docked points for a PC handheld that does not have variable refresh rate. Hey Bob, is there any Android handheld with VRR? Not that I know of at all. Difference between VSync and VRR? Not much. They're both solutions for, actually VSync, I think there's no difference. I think they're the same thing. I'm sure somebody will write up a I'm sure somebody's writing up a paragraph right now about how they're different. VSync has a higher latency, I think, than VRR. VSync usually has more input latency. Well, there you go. I did watch a video where a guy went into the input delay of things like VSync and G-Sync and stuff, and he said if you do it right, you basically will not have any input delay, given all of the tests that he did. I do think that the input delay argument with stuff like VSync and G-Sync is like way overblown. H3, thank you for gifting me 1,000,000 subs. I appreciate it greatly. The reason I think that the input latency argument's overblown is because if I'm getting screen tearing, give me a little bit of input the latency. The latency. The amount of input latency is like almost non-existent, especially if you are seeing visible screen tearing. Like just give yourself whatever you can to limit that. If you're really worried about input latency, you'll get a graphics card that you wouldn't need variable refresh rate for. VRR is better because if you have a drop, VSync will drop to half of your refresh rate? How does that make sense? There shouldn't be like a what do you call it? Bob just said if you're a real gamer, you'll find a way to make it work. Is that a reference to what the Borderlands CEO said? I'm just saying, if you're like worried about being like a top competitive gamer, like you're not going to be worried about VSync and VRR. You're going to be worried about how you can get as many frames as possible. VRR can set the monitor's refresh rate to any number. VSync can't. Is that true? I thought VSync was literally the same. VSync or vertical sync locks any new frame being pushed until the monitor is done drawing. No. I don't want a Reddit post. I want to hear it from Lenovo's mouth. Your graphics card waits for your monitor to finish displaying a frame before sending it another one. This prevents screen tearing, which happens when different parts of the screen display different frames at the same time. Enabling VSync can reduce your computer's performance by limiting its frame rate. This can be especially noticeable in graphically intensive applications like games. However, some modern graphics cards and monitors have adaptive sync technologies like G-Sync and FreeSync that can mitigate these issues. Oh, so VSync doesn't touch the monitor. It's just whatever's happening on the monitor, it'll wait to give it a frame. Okay, I'm understanding. VSync is all performed on the device's graphics. So it'll wait. If your monitor's 60 frames, it'll wait for the window. It'll be like a clock. And it'll wait for that window to give it the next frame. So that's why you're saying it'll be halved, because there's a window So if it misses one of them, it'll wait for the next one. So that'll be ostensibly half the frame rate. I understand. So VRR ties the frame rate with the screen, and the screen will work with the graphics, and they'll figure out like a middle ground. So VRR is better. And G-Sync is a form of VRR. And so is FreeSync. It seems. Is that right? Is that correct? Okay, that you guys are saying that's correct. Okay. We got there. I'll just have to remember that next time this conversation comes up, because it will come up. Anyway, hey, it's like halfway through the stream and I haven't even fucking downloaded SteamOS, so... Hey, can I get it? Hey, can you give me SteamOS? Thank you. Now what about NSYNC? Trick question. That's a boy band group from the 90s. That was the first album I ever received, and I listened to it a lot. Only 3 gigabytes for this guy. Did your Best Buy say if you could get the Switch 2 at 11 p.m.? I did not ask yet. I will have to do that. I will probably wait till the last minute to do that. There was a hyperlink for the install. I have it right here. So this device is split in half. Half of the drive is Windows and the other half is Basite. I'm, without even thinking, just gonna install SteamOS on the Basite portion. Maybe I should go into Windows and delete it first. Because there's other, well... Because there's other, like, drives that Basite created as, like the UEIF partition and all that shit. Maybe I should free all those up first. SteamOS is going to nuke everything. Because I think it'll nuke it all within one partition. I don't know if it's going to nuke all that other stuff. It's a drive wipe. You don't get to choose. It'll wipe the whole drive. Blow up my installs. It nukes the drive. All right, you guys are saying it's gonna fuck everything up. It's not a big deal if it does, but rather it didn't. Doesn't SteamOS also need those partitions anyway? Yeah, but I assumed it would just make new ones. Maybe this version is better. We'll find out! You can install Windows after, though? I know, but I already have it on here. You know what? I'm gonna boot into Windows, and I'm gonna, You know what? No, I'm not. Let's just fucking let it ride. I'm gonna turn it off. Oh, that's true. I gotta re-download my Steam library. Oh, boy. All right, is it done? It is done. Now what do I do? Where do I go from here? Should probably read this, huh? Oh, the Fox has a video. Should just watch his. Oh yeah, I need Rufus. We got Rufus. Select. We're gonna go right here. Boom, boom. And I'm not even gonna think. I'm gonna try to do this without thinking. It's my favorite type of way to do things. Warning. All data. Yeah, dude. I don't even know if that's the right one. Is that the guy from Nerd Nest? The podcast. It's not the Nerd Nest. You need to extract the archive. I'm not backing up anything. All of my shit is cloud saved. I had to install SteamOS, used gparted to shrink the big partition, and then install Windows on a new partition. Only worked in that order. Okay. If it nukes the drive... Honestly, I wasn't even going to open Windows after all this anyway. If it nukes the drive, it nukes the drive. I don't care. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Is this what I get for using a shitty, Stream is gonna tank if you need to re-download everything? I know. Dual boot, because people will make a jailbreak or mod chip no one knows how to install and may wreck the device instead for emulated. What do you, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I would suggest that everybody dual boots, because it's if you're buying one of these things, put Windows on it and SteamOS on it. It's cool to have both. I have so many of these things. I don't need Windows on every single one. I'm just here to see SteamOS, okay? I don't care. I agree that Windows is cool and SteamOS is cool. I've already tried Windows on here. It is pretty cool, okay? But I'm here for SteamOS. I can tell you Windows, cool. It's cool on here, you should put it on here. Mr. Shujano is here on YouTube. Hello. I love your videos. Should I put... I'm thinking about using a different drive for this. Because of the USB 2.0 shitty thumbstick situation. I think I'm gonna cancel this. We're out of here. Now I'm gonna be mad when I go to use this later and realize that it needs to be repartitioned. Let's see what I got. Hello. There we go. Does it work on an SD card? I'm gonna try it on a micro SD. I don't know how well that works though. No? What if I do it through one? Oh wait, there's one in here already. I have no idea what's on that. I'm pretty sure when I put Basite on here, I did it through the micro SD card slot, but I'm not sure. Can't boot from micro. What if the micro is in a USB? What if I do it that way, huh? And you know what? I'm going to use this one because it's a little faster. Does Legion Go have an SD card slot? The Legion Go S has an SD card slot right there, baby. But I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use this. You know what? I am going to use it. Just to see. Because I don't trust you. If it doesn't work, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's see here. Hello? Oh shit, I got all my ROMs on this one. Oh, it's going. Okay. I didn't say yes. I didn't consent, but okay. $8 GB was recommended. Oh. Just pick one, man? Alright, well, why are you micromanaging my installation? Huh? Michael! Thanks for being a super cool guy. Thank you. Alright, this is taking just as long. Oops. Productivity. I've had an issue before where the micro SD card slot just doesn't work for booting from, but doing it through the USB does. However, I don't know if that's any different on this particular device. Sardi, thanks for being a super cool guy. I have an NVMe to USB-C drive, and it feels like it takes the same time to write as a micro SD. Yeah, I have also what you're saying, NVMe to USB-C. I almost broke it out, but I don't remember what's on it, so I didn't do it. I don't know why. I know there's nothing important on it. I should have just used it. I install SteamOS the same way? What way? I'm new to all this. What's going on? All I know is you want to install SteamOS. That's what we're doing. I'm going to act like this is the cheapest version of the Lenovo Legion Go S that you can get. Well, that's true. Before I even install anything, I need to attempt to limit the RAM. This might be a really bizarre stream. Please extract the BZ2 file. It goes much faster. Is that what I'm supposed to do? You know what? I feel like you're right. Because then it's just an image. Ah! I have not bought WinWare, I'm sorry. Yeah. If this takes just as long to extract, I'm gonna time you out. The extract, look, man, it was basically doing the extraction. You know what? It's my fault for believing in you. Yo, thanks for $20 whole. That's like one burrito. Mr. Lambs, thanks for the $20 whole. Hi, Bob. Matt here. Just a thank you for all the hours of entertainment. Hope you're enjoying Memorial Day weekend. I am. Thank you. What practical differences will SteamOS have over Basite? Probably none. Where the fuck are you spending 20 bucks on a burrito? Taco Bell? Yo, this is the first stream I've ever turned in on. I'm saving up and can buy a Steam Deck in a month. Oh my god, congrats. I've easily spent $20 at Taco Bell because I don't know how to work the menu right. I have friends that get like they get like the $5 meal and it's like fucking like 18 tacos and a bag of chips. And then I go in there and I'm like, oh, let me have one chicken gordita crunch, cheesy gordita crunch. And then they're like, okay, that'll be $17. And I'm like, what happened? You know what? I'm waiting for this and I'm realizing why don't I just, we can race. We can race. Or is it gonna wait? Is it gonna wait for this to finish? No, it's going. Okay, we're racing. This is not a tutorial, by the way, because you should never do what I'm doing right now. I'm not like formatting the drive or I'm just fucking sending it. Should I get a Steam Deck or wait for the Legion Go 2? They both look awesome. Okay, this is something you need to ask yourself. I mean, now you can get SteamOS. So if you want something powerful, are willing to spend a little more money, and don't mind putting SteamOS on it yourself, feel confident that you can put SteamOS on it yourself, the Lenovo Legion Go 2 sounds like something you might want to wait for. Although don't like pre-order it. Wait for like a video to come out or something, because it could come out and be horrible. If you don't want to fuck around, get a Steam Deck. Are you using 7-zip? It's much faster extracting it. Okay, well, I'm not. I'm using WinRare. Is that cringe? Is it writing and extracting at the same time? Yes. I'm writing a separate file because I thought it would be fun to see which one goes quicker. Make 7-zip race too. All right, bet. What PC are you using that takes so long to extract? 3 GB image. It feels okay. A good We're not here negging my PC, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I'm about to stop reading YouTube chat entirely, okay? You've done nothing but be mean to me, first of all. Second of all, you've given me bad tips more than once. Task manager, please. Listen, bitch, okay? I'm fucking streaming. OBS is taking in two 4K streams at 60 frames. Well, one of them 60 frames. Fucking funneling them, streaming them to Twitch, to YouTube, and then one of them's being recorded, and they're all 1440p. Okay, they might not show up 1440p on your end, but they're 1440p encoded on my end. Okay, that's 3 streams, and now it's extracting and it's writing at the same time. You try to do that. Get your abacus out and try to run all the binary yourself. And not only is my computer doing all of those things, it's also dealing with your bullshit. I have to read it on that computer. What is it with YouTube chat and streamers? I feel like it's the same everywhere. Is it? I feel like I'm the only one who complains about YouTube chat. All right, I'm gonna cancel this again and try with the fucking the extracted image. I thought you had a separate PC for streaming. No. Oh, you think I'm gonna have a whole second PC just so I can extract an image file? Let me bust out a whole other PC. It takes a while? Is it gonna take a while anyway? Okay. Well, then why am I even here then? It's alright. Sorry, almost done. I might as well just wait. I did the install yesterday. Keep going. Okay. I'm still reading YouTube chat. I don't know why I do this to myself. I am gonna just let this keep going. I need to get water. Squeaks bought a whole other PC for launching games. Yeah, but he plays games on the PC. I don't. I do, for the record, I've been trying to play games on a PC handheld while I stream on Twitch and YouTube. So technically I do have a separate PC, but the last time I streamed, what was that, Thursday? It didn't fucking work. So I had to do it on the same PC anyway. Works great, but no RGB lights. I'm losing RGB. You need to log in twice, get stuck loading user data, just restart and log in a second time and you're good. Okay. That is useful advice. What do you use to edit your videos? I use a MacBook in M1 Max? MacBook Pro? Hi Bob, I feel your pain. I am trying to set up the lossless scaling dual GPU setting, and my MacBook is like second GPU who? Where? Lossless scaling dual GPU setting? Do you mean dual monitor setting? That shit is frustrating on a MacBook. But dual GPU on an MB? Motherboard, not MacBook. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Lossless scaling dual GPU. What is lossless scaling in reference to a GPU? What are you scaling? Does dual GPU frame generation? Lossless scaling. Can use a separate GPU to handle the load of frame generation. Does lossless scaling just mean you're not using a DLSS? Is that all that means? It's a program? Oh. Okay. In my world, lossless scaling just means like you're making an image bigger and you're not losing any information. Is a Steam software for upscaling and frame gen, can be used on any GPU. Okay. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look into that. I think someone mentioned that when I was doing something. I was doing something and someone was like, you gotta use lossless scaling. And I was like, I've never heard of this. Don't talk to me. And then I banned them. Got my first 3D printer. What do you do with your scraps? Recycle? I have been collecting them in a big box in the hopes of recycling them, and I have yet to recycle any of them. I just got a big old box of scraps that I've just been collecting for no reason. All right, for the record, this was about just as fast as extracting it. Because I did wait a couple minutes after to start the extraction. Or to start this, whatever this is. Bob Wulff 3D printed this in a cave with a box of scraps. I get that. That's from Iron Man. I have at least 12 kilograms now. My wife wants me to throw it away, but there will be a day that I need it for a cool project. I'm a little afraid because I feel like, I mean, it's in the garage. It's definitely humid as all hell. Like, it's probably not very usable. I'm gonna attempt to do this through the SD card slot first. Anyone on how SteamOS plays with GPD devices? No, you should try it though. There's really not a lot of people trying it. I feel like once it went public, I assume people would be putting it on anything. If you want to start a YouTube channel, now's the chance, boys. This thing is boiling hot. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And let me take this off. Let me take this Basite off screen. Is that the go? It sure is. How do I do this? I'm gonna hold down, I think. Good enough. Oh. I think I missed my window. It's probably up. I think it's up. It's up. Up and start? You mean up and power? Up is the BIOS. I thought down was the bootloader. Or the boot chooser. What do you call it? Who are you again? What's your dad do? Pretend like you didn't see this. Boot manager? Yeah. That's what you say if you're fancy. Volume up, guys. Everyone knows it's volume up. Oh, this is the boot manager. Oh no, you can just go to boot menu. Okay. And here we go. It's the first one. Gotta be, right? Or was it just not there? It might have just not been there. It's not. It wasn't there. Set UMA to auto, another thing. Well, let me try this. Do one thing at a time here. Hi, Bob. Is SteamOS better for emulation or even can emulate? It absolutely can emulate. Better than what? It's better than... I mean, better is subjective, but I like SteamOS more than Windows for the UI. Otherwise, I think it's kind of the same for emulation. Uh-oh. Please do not power off while completing system update. It sounds like it's nuking everything. Oh, okay. It didn't. There you go. So whoever tried to give me tips that wasn't plug it into the USB port, ban them. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see what this says. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. This wasn't here last time. So what in the chat before, I think it was Productivity who said that it should be the same. There you go. It's literally, it just can't boot from the SD card slot, but it can boot from there if you plug it in. It's not the fact that it's an SD card slot, but I understand why you would think that. It's a very stupid thing that some of these handhelds have. No, I said it should be the same in a USB reader. Yeah, it is. Okay, now what? Can I play Assassin's Creed Shadow on that? I think there's a... No, yeah, you can. You can. Now ban me, I guess? No, you don't get... I understand why you would say what you said. That you're not at fault there. The fourth one on the desktop. Okay, don't go to sleep, please. This is like the worst time to go to sleep. Huh? There we go. Please don't do that again. Okay, the mouse is not working. All right, I'd like to read what this says. In the Novo battery menu, pick BIOS setup. You may have to use the touchscreen. It does say wipe device and install SteamOS. Okay, I guess I gotta do that. This action will wipe and reinstall SteamOS on this device. This will permanently destroy all data on your device. It cannot be undone. I would love an opportunity to just do it on one partition. But okay. Okay, we don't get a choice. Okay. Goodbye, Windows. Bye-bye. Okay, do me a favor and watch this while I pee and get some water. Let me know how it goes. Okay? I'll be right back. Uh-oh. I did watch the Fox's video, and he did say that this might happen, and you just have to go like that. Also, I got really high hopes for this. I went to a nutritionist, and they gave me a bunch of little free protein bars. I got high hopes for whatever this is. So far, every gluten-free protein bar that I've had has been absolute trash. So... There's like one at Target that's pretty good. It's like Made Good, I think it's called. This does not look good. Smells terrible. No. They're all like mushy. Not good. Okay, it's a little good. It's coming back. It's coming back around. What does it say? Choose proceed to reboot now. All right. It's not horrible. Maybe a stupid question, but if you wipe a device like this of Windows to install SteamOS, then want to bring back Windows, do you have to buy a new key for it? Or will it remember the existing key? Honestly, a very good question. I do not have an answer. Great start. Let's not look on my networks, please. It's gonna ask me to log in, I think, in a minute. I'm prepared. Windows can sometimes remember the system it was installed to without requiring a new key, but it's flippant on when it works. Okay. Retail keys are not bound to motherboard, I believe. Initially thought you were installing to ROG, so not sure if you need to log in twice. Oh, okay. We will find out. Nobody sign in, please. Nobody sign into my device, please. Thank you. Imagine. Dude, just eat a factor meal. I have to buy them. They haven't sent me one. Can you believe that? Okay, so far, no controllers. So far, controller not working. So we don't need this anymore. Switch to beta? Okay. Use a controller or update. Okay, well, I'm not going to use a controller. Last factory out you did was hilarious. Oh my god, thank you. See what I did in that ad? Update error. An error was encountered during the update process. Please try again. Okay. Oh, here we go. A software update. Go country. This is the first release of SteamOS 3.7 to stable channel. The below notes are for changing since SteamOS 3.6.24. For change, okay, just apply. Restart. Thank you. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the last ad I did for Factor. I was trying to pitch it as a gift card for Father's Day or something, because they're mad that I'm not selling enough Factor. So I was like, well, I assume just everybody who's subscribed to me that wants Factor has it already. So how else could we sell Factor? Gift subscription. And there it is, and it was that easy. Whoa! There we go. Lower the brightness. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm gonna download a game. How big is this? Everything's 60. Everything that I want to play is 60. Let me plug this shit in. What should we do first? I mean, Rivals, right? But it's the biggest. Fuck it. Let's see if this tanks my bitrate. While that downloads, though, I have to do a little tomfoolery. Apparently, you can download while you're in desktop mode. I didn't know this until yesterday. Bob, what OS are you running on that super small ROG PC you had in the background of your video? That is just Windows. And I think I'm going to leave it Windows. I have dropped frames already. I have 176 dropped frames. But it says 0% frames dropped. That might have been earlier in the stream. Whenever I download something off of Steam, my frames drop while I'm streaming. We'll see what happens. Fickle, thanks for the 6 months from 33 minutes ago. I'm sorry that I missed it. Does Rivals work on SteamOS? Yeah, I just played it. Didn't this game have anti-cheat? I don't know what you're talking about. Mouse working? Nope. That's really unfortunate. That's kind of really stupid that doesn't work. Let's get my Bluetooth set up here real quick. Bing, bing. What happened? My PC's trying to connect now. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta do this. All right, so what we're doing now is I'm trying to... I just dropped frames like crazy. It's gonna drop until I stop the download. My frame should come back. See, look, I paused the download and now my frames are back. Isn't that stupid? And it doesn't matter if I limit the download speed. I don't think. Is there a way to even do that? Downloads. Limit download speed. 50. Bing, bing, bing. Is that 50 megabits per second? Check the KDE settings for trackpad. It might be turned off by default. I don't know what that means. Obviously refresh. I'm back. Tell everybody in the chat to refresh. We're gonna do 50 megabits per second. Megabits, yes. Okay. We're gonna try. I did 100 last time and it didn't help. This shit should not be. Oh, there's an update. Still? Okay, whatever. Go back to downloads and start this again. Resume download, please. We're capped at 50. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to leave this screen. So I can quickly pause it if I need to. I limit to 550, but I have a gigabit. I have 500 megabits internet. So I don't know. My stream is only taking up 8. So I don't know why it tanks the stream. Huh? Basite DM'd me an hour ago? They got fucking banned for botting. Or automated account posting large amounts of unsolicited advertisements. Did somebody fucking report them? I like them being in the chat. That's fucked up. This seems to be working, so I'm gonna go into the desktop mode. I have the Fox's shit on screen. Who are you? What am I doing? I'm going to desktop mode. Just do local transfer. Honestly, I don't think that helps. I was gonna do that. First of all, it's really slow doing local transfer. Second, I feel like I've tried that before and it didn't help. Basite is amazing. You should try it. Who are you talking to? You're not talking to me. Console. Okay, no, we gotta go to the folder first. We gotta find the grub config. This is gonna be a whole thing. So right now, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, this is the Z2 Go Windows 32 gigabyte version. I'm attempting to make this as close to the cheapest model as possible. And in order to do that, I need to take that 32 gigabytes and limit it to 16 gigabytes. And the Fox gave me a little workaround to do that. So I'm doing my best. The workaround is a little different on SteamOS than it is on Basite. Basite is buggy and ass on my Ally X, a necessary evil until SteamOS is official. I got news for you, man. I feels like SteamOS is buggier than Basite. I don't know what's buggy about it for you. However, installing SteamOS is way easy. You just fucking plug it in and it just does it. We're waiting for the day SteamOS to come to the masses, but I gotta know if I can print with SteamOS. Print? Like to a print? Like make a copy of something? Like do your taxes? File them and send them? Yeah. If you do it in desktop mode. What am you guys, stop talking to me. I forgot where I'm going. I guess I could just search. Oh, it's boot? Boot, and then there's Grub. Let's go. That's not it, though. Those are not it. Root? Nope. Let me see. Where do I go for this shit? I could just search Grub, right? Grub.config. Okay, that did not type everything in that I wanted. Grub. Apparently the printing feature doesn't work on SteamOS. What is printing? Like printing to like a piece of paper? Valve removed printer drivers. That seems like a really specific thing that you want to do. Why are you printing from a gaming handheld? Yes, Bob, printing like a printer. Jesus, how young are you? I printed to a printer. It's just not the day and age where people print to a printer anymore. I'm sorry. I've been alive for that. Most of my life was that. But these days, if someone asks me to print something, it's like asking me to fax something. It's the same. Where is my Grub? Where is Grub config file located? Boot/grub. I was there. Boot grub is not here. It's not this, is it? Is it hidden? Is it hiding from me? Yo, what is that keyboard you're using? I got it on Amazon. iClever. There's a link to it in my Lenovo Legion Go video. The second one? The one that's like, I made the Lenovo Legion Go better now or something? Do you print your photos? No, I never do. Grub is probably hidden. Enable hidden files. Okay, you got it, my friend. Okay, how do I do that? In the drop-down menu of the file browser. Of course, of course. Where's that? Right there. Show hidden files. Oh my god, you guys are so smart, and that didn't do anything. Just clicking around, looking for my grub. Home. Now what's in this? Nope. Do not edit this file by tools other than Grub. Okay, I'm not going to touch you. I'm so sorry I even opened you. Can I make this bigger? So that it's easier for you guys to see? And also me, because I'm blind. Why didn't that do anything? There's no resolution scaling? Okay. Okay. This SteamOS is really in its infancy, huh? Control H is show hidden. I am currently showing hidden. It is right there. Could be ETC default? ETC default Grub. Let's go. Let's fucking go, boys. All right. Hey, it's scaled too. Suddenly it fixed itself. Control F. We're hacking into the mainframe. We're looking for CMD line Linux default. Okay, we're gonna delete that. We're gonna look for quiet splash. I don't think that's the one that I want though. Are there more than one? There's only one? Okay. Log level equals 3 quiet splash. Is there only one quiet splash? Shit, dude. Default equals log level equals 3 quiet splash. This is not the syntax that he has for me, but I will try it anyway. Pretty sure it's supposed to be in quotes, but mem equals 16G. Save. Okay. So mem equals 16G. I'll have to delete if this doesn't work, or if something gets fucked. Be really careful when editing Grub. Why? I'm just gonna fucking reinstall everything if this goes tits up. Okay, now we go to console. You know what? If I close this and open it again, will it be bigger? Where is she? Yes, sir. All right, what are we doing? I think I have to do sudo update dash grub. I don't know what the password is. What is the password? I did not make a password. Why are we updating? Why are we hunting grubs? We are trying to limit the memory. Don't even worry about it. Default password. Did you try password? Does not have a default password. Password. Password with no O. Oh my god. Oh, incorrect! Fuck! Oh, no R? Password. Fuck. Make a password? Do I have to make a password? You need to set the password. That's so cringe. Okay, well let me run this out though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Password. New password. SteamOS. SteamOS. We did it. Sudo update grub. SteamOS. Installing grub configuration file. Cool. Now I have to do another command. Grub. 2. MK. Config. We're hacking the mainframe, boys. Dash O. I think that's an O. Space. Backslash. Boot. Backslash. Grub 2. Backslash. Grub dot config. No idea if, oh, SteamOS. Command not found. Grub2 dash MK config. Command not found. Oh, do I sudo that bitch? I think I gotta sudo that bitch. Sudo. Command not found. What did I do wrong? Try to restart, see if it works. I think I will. Please note, this is a all Linux thing, nothing exclusive to SteamOS. What I'm doing right now is not something anybody will ever do. Ignore this. We got into SteamOS immediately. Might be grub-mkconfig without the 2. Actually, there was nothing in that directory, so I'm just gonna restart and see if it works. There's also an update. Now I'm afraid to do the update because I feel like it won't. You know what? Do I even want to restart? Yeah, I do. Restart. I'm afraid to do the update that it has because it might redo the Grub config, but you know, now we know how to enable it, so it shouldn't be that bad. Most times that actually handheld in setup, but yeah, in Basite you do it in the setup, so that's why I was confused. Hopefully this isn't gonna undo what I just did. You forgot the space sudo grub 2 dash. Oh wait, there's a space. Where'd you put the space? There's a space after 2? Is that for real? I don't have a space after 2 on my thing. System. It worked! It worked! It worked! Command line is definitely no space. All right, who said there's a space? Sam, you're timed out. I'm fucking sick of you guys. Fucking sick of this shit. You forgot the space. Timed out. Put user in timeout. Give you a minute. Fuck you. Space after 2. No, what are you just repeating wrong things? I feel like you don't even know anything. You've never even seen a grub before. Motherfucker. Anyway. We did it. Should I even update? Should I even? I mean, I have to update. I might have to redo this if I update again. There was an update. I mean, it just did an update. So. Another update. Did it not do the update? Wasn't that the same update? Go country. It's the same update. This will take a few minutes. Okay. I mean, go country, dude. I'm not sure what worked, but congrats. All right, we limited the RAM on purpose so that this can act like the cheaper version. And now it might completely go back to normal because it's updating. So we'll see. I had to run the update twice? Okay. Well, after this firmware update purges the embedded Windows license key. I'm not even gonna bother installing Windows again. I don't care. I am a Linux user, Bob. I'm gonna time you out again. Then you should fucking know better. Actually, I'm realizing now the command that worked wasn't the one that you guys were saying had a typo in it. So it could still have been wrong, the one that I typed in. But it just wasn't necessary, so it doesn't matter. All changes gone. Everything out of the user's home directory is usually wiped on SteamOS. I'll just do it again. Now that we know how to do it, it's not a big deal. Can I play Xenia Sonic 06 on SteamOS? Xenia Sonic 06. Yeah. Yeah. You can absolutely do that. Ooh, we got a little Balatro. Corey, thanks for being a cool guy. Alandu, thanks for the Prime subby. And Riser, thanks for the 37 months. Appreciate all of yous. Do boot with Windows and SteamOS. Okay. Again, why am I reading Windows chat? Windows chat? Why am I reading YouTube chat? I support dual booting. I think everybody should dual boot. I'm not, because for the purposes of this video, I don't need to use Windows at all. Damn, still going? Yeah, dude. Can you do a backflip? No. I could do a kickflip if you give me 10 tries. Can dual boot have an effect on performance? Absolutely not. You will lose some of your storage space. Why can't Lenovo give us the ThinkPad nipple for the trackpad? Honestly, I would be down. And let's see if we have to redo that thing that I just did. Where would it be? It would be under System. Come on, baby. No whammies. Let's go. VRAM size is down to 6. That's sweet. That means this is like exactly... I feel like the RAM size went down more, but that's okay. What was the goal with the terminal? Yeah, I was trying to limit the RAM so that this can act as close to the cheap version of this device as possible. And limiting it to 6 gigabytes of VRAM is less than it was in Basite. So that comparison might be a little tricky. But this will be even closer to the cheap version of this device. So that's cool. You missing the touchpads? Not at all. I don't like the trackpads on the Steam Deck. I'm sorry. There's some cool applications. I have not fiddled with them as much as I thought I would. This, like, got lowered. This is also, like, the biggest game out of the 3 that I was going to test anyway. Hey, wait, the RGB's working, by the way. Who said the RGB was going to be a problem? It's blue. Give me performance monitor. And give me the performance monitor. Enable VRR, dude. Hell yeah. Yep. Show it always, baby. There we go. Everything's going good. Everything's going good. How's the game runs? I just hopped in. I'm so glad you asked. haven't played a game yet. I've been putzing around, dragging my feet. Unfortunately, since I just installed it, I have to download the games, so. Someone said theirs stopped working yesterday. Their what? SteamOS? Did Lenovo put the correct start/select buttons on the bottom below those function ones? Yes, they are on the bottom, and they're on the correct side. On the Lenovo Legion Go, the start and select are on the left side, which is really annoying. So this is good, but I always get them confused. I always confuse which one to press. So. This is going to take a really long time. I'm a little upset about that. Do I wait or do I just end the stream? It feels really unsatisfying to have not played a SteamOS game. The TDP at 15, you said? No, that's for the Ally. I actually don't know what it's going to be like here. Oh wait, it says there's a performance monitor. There's a performance monitor that does not have the TDP on it. Hello? Why? Where? Hello? Am I crazy? Why ain't it here? It's not there. That's weird. $40 watts. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know where to... That's weird that it's not coming up in the performance monitor. That's really bizarre. Because I'm pretty sure it does that on other devices. Oh. There's a little GPU, there's a little thing right there. But I don't know what that, I don't know if that's it, because it only says 2. It should say like 40. Hello, sorry. I must have hit the mute button. I forgot the last thing I spoke. Chicky Nuggies, thanks for the prime, dude. And Deja Vu, thanks for the 35 months. And Corey, thanks for being a cool guy. Unplug the power? No. TDP is still a reading that comes up when you have it plugged in. Unless it's something's weird about SteamOS, but that should be the case. Download limiter? Yes, I am purposely limiting the downloads because if I don't, it will crash the stream. Screw it, gonna break out the Ally X and try the install. Go for it. If you have Basite on it, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's worth SteamOS over Basite right now. The only thing that is worth it, I think, is how easy it is to install SteamOS. But you're gonna lose Windows, so 50 megabits per second is barely a limit. I know. That's why I'm like not upset. I think that's like a reasonable download speed. I usually end the stream at around 11 o'clock, and I just feel like this is very unsatisfying if I don't at least play a game for a little bit. And that's also got to compile shaders and stuff. Basite's really easily reinstalled. I never even booted the Windows SSD on the X, threw it in a 2 terabyte right off the rip and put Basite on it. Basite is easy to install. However, SteamOS is like 3 times easier because you just click one button and that's it. So like, me and you think Basite's easy to install, but there are a number of steps, and it even requires you typing in some bullshit. Whereas SteamOS, you just plug an SD card in and it just goes, and there's no denying that that's like the easiest thing in the world. Is this enabled on your PC? On my PC? Are you gonna tell me about local transfer? Yeah, that's slow. That goes really slow. Curious how the fan will do once it has a game running. Well, we did play Basite before, and it is very loud. I have a video on this device already, and it is very, very loud. The thing that scared me off the current Steam is the reports about the controls stopped working. That's interesting. The controls were not working when I first booted this up, but it updated itself and it seems fine now. Who's this? Remix, Renamix. Thank you for the 10 pounds. Never been awake long enough to see your live streams. Love your handheld vids. Look forward to future vids. Thank you, Renamix, for being here. I appreciate it. How fast is your Wi-Fi typically? 500 megabits per second. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but uncapped Steam downloads destroy my streams, and my streams are only 8 megabits. I really don't have any clue why that happens. I mean, on Ally X, supposedly they stopped working. Oh. Cap it at 100 at least. Now we're playing with fire here. You know what? Fuck it. I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Worst comes to worst, the stream ends, and I'm ready to end it anyway, so. Let's see where the limit is, boys. This should double it up. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to tank my stream, so we'll see. I think it's 250. What is my limit? If your max is 500, what's 250? My max on Steam? I used to have issues with downloads on my old router because the packet sniffer feature was a huge bottleneck. Had to turn it off, known issue, and they just left it there. You know, I made a video last December on a new router, and I still do not have that set up. I need to do that because that router is like so much better. I even have issues where if I download something from Steam, my voice in Discord starts to get crackly. It's that bad. The stream looks good. I'm gonna crank it to 150. Just because now I'm curious how high we can go. Like, why not? I have the same issue up to half my bandwidth. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we seem to be all good. Bing, bing, bing. I have gigabit fiber and have been using the ISP supplied Wi-Fi 5 router for 7 years, and I can consistently pull 800 down and 950 up over Ethernet. Wi-Fi maxes out at like 300. I pay for 500 gigabits, so it's not my router's fault. You want me to go to half my bandwidth? Okay. Fuck it, dude. I got nothing to lose. You want me? Should I leave space? Should I leave space for OBS? Should I do 240? Nah. Oh. Wait, we're dropping. Okay. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Once this smooths out a little bit, once the internet smooths out a little bit, I'm gonna bring it up to 200. We're at 150 right now. We're at 150 right now. I'm gonna bring it up to 200, okay? And we're gonna see what happens. All right, we were at 250 now, too much. I think I maybe needed to see. I think I maybe needed to leave some room for OBS. I'm gonna bring it up to 200. We were at 250, too much. I'm gonna bring it back to, I'm gonna bring it down to 200. Right now we're at 150. That's where we were before. I'm gonna bring it from 150 to 200 and we're gonna see, okay? Okay, here we go. Is everybody ready? Everybody strap in. Get ready to refresh the stream if you need to. I think we're all right. Nope. Nope, we're dropping. We're going down, boys. I think we're going down. It went back up. It dipped up, it's going back down. Right here, this is my bandwidth. It's unstable, but it's not crashing. Okay. It just needed a second. It just needed a second to figure itself out. Nope, it crashed. It completely crashed. It's going all over the place. Shit. All right. All right, I brought it back to 150. I brought it back to 150. Everything's fine. I brought it back to 150 and now it's stable again. And now I'm gonna go. What did I have it at just now? 200? I'm gonna bring it to 190. Gotta leave a little room for Jesus. Okay? And that's what we're gonna do. We're at 190. Keep an eye here for if this goes into the red. Right here. It took a second to go down. I think it needed some room for Jesus. Just needed a little room for Jesus, guys. I think we're safe, dude. One gigabit internet expensive in New York? I just don't need it. Oh! 190 is too much. 190 is too much. $150 it is. 150 works. We're sticking with 150. 150 is all you're doing. $175. Fuck you. No. Stream isn't dropping in quality for me. It dropped. I was watching it go in the red. It's probably somewhere between 150 and 190. I get like 400 and 500 downloads. So do I. So do I promise. I think I really don't want to end the stream without having done an actual test in SteamOS. But I think I have to end the stream. At least it'll give you something to look forward to in my video. Right? I mean, look, the conclusion here is that SteamOS installed in 4 seconds. And we love that. I'm imagining performance being exactly the same as it is in Basite. And if you want to see that, rewind the go to YouTube and rewind the stream. At least now you know for future reference. Yes, that's why I had nothing better to do, so I figured I would test it out. 150 seems good. I'm gonna do that on my desktop. I'm not gonna open Steam. Even opening Steam fucks up my OBS. I wish SteamOS had dual boot, only negative for me. Yeah, so like that does really suck. I think you can dual boot, you just have to do Windows after, but then I feel like updates will fuck things up. And I don't like that at all. You can install Windows after and it'll be dual booted, but the Steam updates might fuck things up, and I don't like that. All right, guys, I'm sorry, but you know what? This will give you something to look forward to later. I'm gonna do these tests tonight or tomorrow. I'm anticipating that nothing is gonna be different. I'm just doing it really for funsies. If you have Basite currently, I would say definitely just stick to Basite. If you're thinking about installing one and you want an easier experience, SteamOS seems pretty easy. I haven't really gotten to tool around too much, but so far it looks like some of the problems other people have had are not an issue. Like, I have some friends that got review units, and both of them had issues installing certain games. Like, they just wouldn't install. Also, there were some issues with the Steam overlay, but I had no problems. And when I first turned this thing on, the controller didn't work. But then it updated and the controller worked. So things seem to have been fixed in the latest update. So that's good. That gives me a little bit more hope. For the Ally, I feel like it's probably less. I'd probably recommend this less because you get less TDP for some reason. It's only 15 watts. And I hate that. That sucks. That drastically limits the performance of your Ally. So you can't do proper dual boot on an Ally X with a split partition because both require you to wipe the drive. Installing Windows requires you to wipe the drive? That should be solved with Decky TDP. I think there's an issue with that. I think that doesn't work exactly. Don't all these PC handhelds perform like last gen consoles? Who cares? It's a handheld. My Game Boy wasn't as powerful as my Sega Genesis at home, but it was fucking sick as hell, right? Responding to Billy? Okay, what did Billy say? Can't wait to see the Switch 2 perform like a last-gen console. Okay. And to Villain's response, yeah, it'll be like a PC handheld. All right. I've had enough. I'm sorry I didn't get to play a game, but maybe, you know what? I will put all of the results in the supporter Discord. Discord.gg/Wulffden. And maybe I'll put it in general if enough people complain. I'll put the results in there. If you're curious. I'll probably have them. If not tonight, then tomorrow. You'll have to manually set the fans profile afterwards. Yeah, H3. Tell me in the supporter Discord if you're available. How that goes for you. Switch isn't a good handheld or good console. Worst of both worlds. The Switch is a great handheld and a great console. It's just really underpowered right now. So a Switch 2 fixes one of those problems. The biggest problem, it being underpowered. In 2 years, it'll probably be underpowered again, but fucking come next week, it'll be sick as hell. For a couple weeks, and then the Z2 Extremes will come, and then I'm just gonna throw out the Switch 2. I'll never look at it again. That's not true. I'm gonna play a lot of Nintendo games. All right, for real now. This thing's only halfway done. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you later. I will see you on Tuesday for the podcast. If I'm feeling spicy, maybe I'll do a weird, wacky Twitch stream where I go through some of these games. I'm telling you right now, probably not going to be feeling that spicy. Just a heads up. No one's streaming. I'm just ending the stream. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. See you later. I'll see you on Tuesday.